What's up, everybody? How you going? Hey, this is the Big JB from Morning Thunder. I'm on a roll, guys. I'm doing pretty good in getting these up on a semi-regular basis. It's kind of nice to be doing them again. So it was really interesting. I think it was over Thanksgiving weekend. My wife had the family write down. Actually, she asked everybody all the different traditions that our family does around Christmas time, and it was a long list. There's lots of things that we do, and not all of them are big involved processes, right? So like we go cut down a Christmas tree. It's one of the things that we can do. Those of you who live in California, Mike, you may not have ever experienced that, but being here in the Northwest, there's Christmas tree farms, a lot of them actually, and it's really, really fun to go out there, pick a tree, get a picture with Santa Claus. They have cocoa and cider for people, usually a little shop where you can buy a Christmas ornament or something like that. It's really fun. My family loves doing it. Usually they have a wagon ride that'll take you around the Christmas tree farm, so you can kind of see everything. And sometimes it's nice to actually start with that, because then you can see all the different trees. And then they have different kinds of trees everywhere. Frasers, Douglas, Noble Firs. When I was a kid, I didn't even know there was such a thing as a different kind of Christmas tree. I knew what the Nobles looked like, and I knew what the Douglas fir looked like, and those were kind of the two, like, these are the classics. But now that I live up here and have been, down to cut down trees several times, it's pretty obvious. So we have that. There's a lot of the stuff that I do or for the Christmas Eve dinner, which is very Dickens related, and I love doing that ever since I really fell in love with A Christmas Carol. There's lots of bits of that I'm like, I've got to try doing this stuff, kind of old classic Christmas trees. Last year I tried doing a pudding, which didn't turn out that well, a traditional Christmas pudding. So that was kind of sort of on the list. That's a given, in my opinion. Seeing family, again, that's one of those things that's a given around Christmas time for us. It's not necessarily a tradition that we adhere to. It's just something that you do. We make fudge. We have a family recipe for fudge. We celebrate St. Nicholas Day. We take the kids and give them $5 each, and we go to the dollar store and we let them pick out 5 things, or it's usually 5 things that they want to do to donate to people who are less fortunate. A lot of times it's canned goods or snacks, that kind of stuff, and then we deliver it to a food bank or something like that. And that's mostly just an effort to show them what Christmas is really all about, that it's really about giving, that it's really about doing something for other people. Being a religious family, we also want to emphasize the fact that Christmas isn't just about getting gifts, although that's a nice part of it, but to be very cliche, that the greatest gift that we ever got was the birth of Christ. So that's something that we try to focus on. It's easy to lose that, I think, in the season, but there's so many other things that are enjoyable that we try to tie into our faith. I think that's not lost on them. Anyway, there's a lot of other things. Decorating a Christmas tree, reading a Christmas Carol, to no one's surprise. If you've seen any of the Morning Thunder stuff, to no one's surprise, my previous Morning Thunder stuff in Christmas time, years past, to no one's surprise, reading a Christmas Carol to the kids. So anyway, there was a long list, and then what she had us do is she had us write down our top 5 things from the list. And then she had us go through and actually rank them, which was insanely hard for me to do. And I think it was hard for a lot of the people to do. But I have to tell you that I was so honored, I guess, blessed, whatever term you want to use there, that half of the family all said that listening to A Christmas Carol was in their top 5, and I think in some cases was in their top 2. I'm getting all choked up right now. That story has come to mean so much to me, and I enjoy it so much. I don't know what else to say about that. How about I use so much more times? And the fact that my kids are enjoying listening to me read it to them is awesome. I mean, it's just such a treat for me, such an honor for me to have my kids enjoy that so much. So I loved that, and it was really interesting to see that cutting down a tree wasn't necessarily, the biggest thing on there. Decorating the tree definitely was on there. And so my wife's intention was not necessarily to say, what are the top 5 things? Okay, anything that's not on the list, we're not doing this year, which would be kind of understandable given the fact that she, is wrestling with her, chemotherapy and the recovery process. So in a way, I was afraid that that's what she was doing. And I said as much at the table. Well, that wasn't her intention. And she had to reassure everybody, because sometimes we've done that. But it's interesting because we, in years past, have decided that the things that are traditions for our family, we don't need to be, to use a word that my wife is going to totally laugh at, beholden. We don't need to be tied to those traditions. The traditions don't need to own us. We need to own the traditions. And so if a tradition doesn't serve us, it doesn't serve the family, it doesn't make sense for the year or the time or whatever it is, we don't need to be so stuck on our traditions that we lose our minds trying to do all of them, because that's not fun. Nobody enjoys that around Christmas time, and so many people go absolutely ape that they lose I think that they lose enjoyment for the season because there's too many things that they are holding to, too many things that they're holding on to. So I would say that enjoy the traditions that you have, but maybe you need to prioritize. Maybe you need to figure out which ones you really want to do this year. If you're looking at, or you're feeling like you're so stressed, how am I going to get everything done? Maybe you don't have to get everything done. Maybe you don't need to do everything. Maybe you need to decide which ones are really important, which ones aren't. Maybe there's some Christmas parties that you don't need to go to. Maybe there's 1 or 2 that you absolutely want to go to. Certainly stuff to think about during this time. So I hope everybody has a great day and that you're enjoying the season. Take time to enjoy it, because that's what it's about. Well, part of it anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments and support lately. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Follow me on Twitter at VoiceOfTheBigJB and on Twitch at StreamTheBigJB, and I will catch everyone next time. Bye.